UFC 318 gave longtime fans one of the greatest main events they could ask for, when longtime rivals Max Holloway fought Dustin Poirier in the ending of a great trilogy, as well as the end to Dustin the Diamond Poirier's phenomenal career. In 2012, 23-year-old Dustin Poirier, who had only lost his debut fight and had racked up 4 wins in a row, was set to take on 20-year-old Max Holloway, who was making his UFC debut as the youngest fighter on the roster. Holloway came out of the gates with a barrage of striking combinations and flying knees that kept Poirier on the back foot at first. The fight, however, took a turn when Poirier took the fight to the ground and effectively transitioned to an armbar that made Holloway tap in the very first round. Holloway went on to win all 3 of the fights he had that year, to make a great comeback before losing the only 2 fights he had in 2013. One of those losses being against UFC legend Conor McGregor. Poirier also had his fair share of up and downs, but had an ultimately good run of 12 wins in his next 17 fights, also picking up a loss to Conor McGregor along the way. This brought him to the night of April 13th, 2019. By this date, Holloway had come back from his loss to Conor and had won all 13 of the fights he'd been involved in and was ready to take on the man he debuted against. The 7 years of experience showed in both men from the start. The roles were slightly reversed as Holloway came out more cautiously, while Poirier came out with far more striking aggression than in their first fight. Both men showed immense boxing and chin, but Poirier was busier and landed more effective strikes, earning him a unanimous decision victory and his first title. Over the next 6 years, both fighters fought at the elite level of the sport, with Poirier getting notable wins over Dan Hooker, Michael Chandler, and twice over Conor McGregor, and losses to Khabib Nurmagomedov, Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, and Islam Makhachev. Holloway had notable wins over Frankie Edgar, Yair Rodriguez, and Justin Gaethje, and losses to Alexander Volkanovski and Ilia Topuria. These illustrious records had over the next 6 years led the two warriors to fight each other one last time, which took place just last weekend, where Poirier was set to step into the octagon one final time. It was another war of attrition, with both men duking it out very similarly to in their second fight, but on this night, Holloway looked just a bit sharper and quicker. This was enough to earn him a victory against the man who he had come up short against twice, making this the end to an amazing rivalry. Let me know in the comments which of the 3 fights between the pair was your favorite. Also, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, please consider subscribing and leaving a like on the videos you enjoy. It helps us tremendously. Until next time.